This latest investigation comes after a third-party audit found no major meter or billing issues, results that Maine's public advocate and many Maine people aren't buying. Now, customers are paying more attention to their bills, and some say they've tried every recommendation CMP offers, and their bills are still high. Kristen Perkins shoves quarters into a machine at the laundromat, even though she has a perfectly good washer and dryer at home.
Microwave is unplugged all the time.
Darlene Patrick keeps her appliances unplugged.
Everything counts. Everything adds up. And when you're paying bills like we are, you have to cut back where you can.
Jim Smith heats his home with a pellet stove instead of electric heat.
It didn't make sense.
3 Central Maine Power customers from across the state desperately trying to lower their skyrocketing bills.
We've done what we think we can do.
And any changes?
No significant changes.
The bills are still high.
The bills are still high.
Darlene Patrick moved into her Farmington home almost 2 years ago. At first, the bills were about $50 to $60 a month. But last winter,
$496, $709.
Month after month of sky-high bills continued through the summer.
Now, the last bill I had was $437, and that's just ridiculous.
She's on a payment plan, $200 a month. But even that cost is taking a toll.
I have to cut back on my oil heat, and so the house is colder. So we have blankets all over the living room, and we keep the temperature set lower, and we change the way that we cook.
Central Maine Power provides customers with several online tools to monitor their energy use, including the Energy Manager tool and the Energy Calculator. The Energy Manager tool suggests actions customers can take to lower their bills, like doing full loads of laundry or dishes.
But we unplug everything.
Tips that Darlene says she's already done.
Change your light bulbs to LED, which I did. All those things, I've already done all those things. I don't use a dishwasher.
If you take all of those tips and actions and you don't see a big difference in your bill, there's still something more. You still have to look further for it.
The company maintains its stance. If customers' bills are high, it's due to something they are doing wrong.
There's other things that can affect the bill, like a supplier change, the change in a supplier cost, and like we just recently had, and that might increase your bill a certain percentage that you would think that you would notice.
But customers say the less than 2 cents per kilowatt hour rate hike from 2017 to 2018 does not account for their bills in the hundreds month after month. The Energy Manager tool only shows when customers use electricity, not what devices are drawing it. How can people get at whatever that issue might be?
Yeah, I think that with a lot of testing, I mean, you know, there's breaker testing, and so that you can turn off certain sections of your house. They can unplug something, they could turn off a breaker and see when the electricity is being used.
Customers like Kristen have tried more than just laundromats, LED lights, unplugging unused electronics, and even
keeping the heat down so we're not running the furnace a lot, but nothing seems to change it.
That's got to be incredibly frustrating.
Very.
And we had no space heaters running or anything, so it just didn't seem that logical that these bills would have gone up that much.
Being strangled by sky-high power bills and out of things to try, we reached out to master electricians to weigh in. Ryan Morgan and Bob Bauman looked around the homes of Darlene Patrick and Jim Smith to see where the energy suck could be coming from.
I can't justify going from 200 up to 700 and back down with what she has here. There's not a high demand for electricity.
The electricians agree the Energy Manager tool can be accurate so long as the customer fills out the profile thoroughly. In Jim's home, Bob used his own version of the Energy Calculator, checking the big-ticket appliances and their power output to essentially double-check the results of CMP's online tool. And he tried a meter test of his own, turning off any draw the house could have. With the power off, Bob checks the meter and finds the house is using virtually no electricity, and the meter does not show any wasted power either. Despite conserving energy and no other major issues, Jim's bills are still high.
That's the mystery. That's why we're all talking about this.
A mystery that is leaving customers angry and scared.
And I don't think your car payment should ever be lower than your electric bill. That's just crazy.
While these customers are not finding the answers they're looking for, they're sure something just does not add up. There are a number of other things you can do to monitor your bills. First, sign up for Central Maine Power alerts so you know the moment your house has used a certain amount of electricity. You can also file a complaint about your high bills with the Public Utilities Commission. You can also ask Central Maine Power to delay payments or ask for a payment plan. Unfortunately, many customers will simply have to wait until the PUC's investigation is over to see if they will still be stuck with these high bills. Chris Costa, News Center, Maine.